Hi, I'm Daniel Andrews, owner and creator of Andrewsfootball.com, and with the 24th selection in the 2019 NFL Draft, who will the Oakland Raiders select? Now, I did have them taking Clelin Ferrell in my original mock draft, and I was going to keep that the same selection, but I was kind of going back and forth between Clelin Ferrell and somebody else, and I was debating, but today, Frank Clark was traded from the Seattle Seahawks to the Kansas City Chiefs. How's that affect the draft? Well, I think that Seattle, with the 21st pick in the draft, will now use that pick for Clelin Ferrell. So you have to take him away from the conversation. But even before Clelin Ferrell was taken away from the conversation, I really think the Raiders would have gone in a different direction. So here's the thing. With the 24th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, I now have the Oakland Raiders selecting Jonah Williams, guard out of Alabama. Now, I know he played tackle, but he's an NFL guard. And the way I see this debate going, let's say Ferrell was available. I think Williams is the higher rated player, but pass rusher is a higher importance than guard in the NFL. I mean, basically quarterback's your number one priority, pass rusher. Well, actually, in my opinion, every team does it slightly different, but basically quarterback, I think it's left tackle, but you can go pass rusher. Left tackle, corner, all those are your top priorities. Guards lower on the list. Anytime you get pass rusher or a guard, pass rusher is always going to be a higher priority than a guard. And that's just the way the NFL is. But now I'm going to butcher this, but Kaliki Asamoah, the former starting guard, was traded to the Jets. And yes, I'm fully aware they signed Jordan Devey, who is a backup offensive lineman with the Kansas City Chiefs. And yes, he could be a starter in that guard selection, but this is a plug-and-play player, a guy that I think is my personal number one guard in the draft. I think this is a plug-and-play player, and you automatically have a huge upgrade in that position because this is a guy who's a much better fit for Gruden's offense. Even though he's physical, he can move a little better. So you have to understand, the one thing I had a problem with Gruden when he took over the Raiders is that this offensive line was not prepared for Gruden's offense, and I tried to educate people that, and they just didn't understand because I tried to tell Raiders fans this offensive line's not built for Gruden's system, but I kept on hearing, no, the offensive line's a strength. It was a strength for a power isolated running situation. This offensive line was not designed for Gruden's system that wanted to utilize sweeps and misdirections and screens, because Gruden's offense needs fast, quick, athletic offensive linemen. The previous offensive line was designed to just pound the ball down your throat, but they weren't designed to move down the field to pick off linebackers, and that was something huge, and I knew the Raiders weren't going to be that good of a team. But now I'm looking at this offensive line with the exception of Brown, who's a massive man. Now he can move for his size. Now the Raiders are revamping their offensive line. So if you paid attention to my draft, I still have the Raiders taking Drew Lock at 4, so now you get a piece to protect Lock for the future, because this is going to be, while he's going to be a day one starter, this guy's going to be a 10 to 12, maybe 15-year starter in the NFL, and he's going to be an extremely, extremely good player. So that's the reason why I have Jonah Williams over Clelin Ferrell. Now, if both players are available, the Raiders need help with the pass rush. So it's kind of a coin flip, but Williams is the higher rated player, and with this trade happening between Kansas City and Seattle, I don't see him being available. So you take him out of the equation completely. Now, could they go pass rush here? Absolutely. Could they go pass rush, just a few picks left? Absolutely. But right now, the highest rated player on the board, I think, for the Raiders will be Jonah Williams, and it's a spot where they need a player. So this is actually a perfect situation because Williams, if he went top 10, I wouldn't be surprised. I actually do think he's a top 10 quality player, but the Raiders get great value here at 24, and it's for a position they need. So this is just a home run for them. So listen, if you're an Oakland Raiders fan, or let me back up here. Let me thank some of the greatest people on planet Earth, and that's if you're already a subscriber. You know all your wildest dreams are going to come true. But listen, if you're new to my channel, you're an Oakland Raiders fan, you're a Jonah Williams fan, you're a fan of mock drafts, or just draft talk in general, or just fan of awesome hats, I got a great idea for you. There's this button right here. Look. Bam! Hit that button. Become one of the greatest people on planet Earth. Stay tuned because I got more draft talk coming. Remember, the draft's only 2 days away. I'm excited. You're excited. Stay tuned.